Welcome to Natural Health Talk, your go-to podcast for all things related to holistic wellness, natural remedies, and living a balanced, healthy lifestyle. Be sure to visit our sponsor, topnaturalhealth.com, for special promo code pricing on all of the products mentioned in our episodes.
Okay, so clogged pores. We've all been there.
Yeah.
It's like that feeling where you just want to scrub your face raw.
Oh,
You know?
100%.
But what if I told you that the secret to clearer skin isn't actually about, like, harsh products?
Okay.
It's more about, like, understanding what your skin is trying to tell you.
Interesting.
That's what we're diving into today
Okay, love it.
with this article from topnaturalhealth.com, all about natural remedies for clogged pores. And our goal, I think, is to give you not just, like, quick fixes, but more lasting solutions.
Yeah.
To help you achieve that healthy glow
I love that.
from the inside out, right?
Yes, because it's so important to remember that our skin is an organ, right?
Right.
And it's trying to communicate with us.
So-
Clogged pores are often a sign of an imbalance, and I think this article does a really great job at highlighting that.
Yeah, they go straight into, like, what causes it.
Yeah.
Like the excess oil, the dead skin cells building up, even environmental factors, like all of that.
Totally. And so often I think
It's a lot.
it is, yeah, it's like a perfect storm, and we jump to the solution without fully understanding the problem first.
Totally.
But knowledge is power.
So let's, like, get into the solutions.
Okay.
The article lists 8 natural remedies,
Okay.
which is amazing. But for this deep dive, I kind of want to hone in on a couple that I thought were really interesting, that I thought you would find interesting.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll unpack, like, the science behind them and give you some extra context that maybe the article doesn't have.
I'm excited. Let's dig in.
Okay, perfect. Now, the first one might seem a little counterintuitive at first.
Okay.
Oil cleansing.
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
you're thinking, wait, more oil?
Right.
Like, isn't that what we're trying to get rid of?
Right.
But trust me, there's a method to the madness.
There is.
There really is.
It might seem strange, I know, but it all comes down to chemistry.
Okay.
So the principle behind oil cleansing is that, like, dissolves. Like,
Okay, so walk us through that.
Okay.
What does that mean exactly?
So natural oils, like jojoba or grapeseed oil, they have a really similar molecular structure to the sebum that our skin naturally produces. And because of that similarity, they can actually break down and dissolve the excess oil and impurities clogging your pores
Okay.
much more effectively than harsh soap-based cleansers can.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like using the right solvent or whatever to, like, break down a substance.
Exactly. Plus, oil cleansing can be much gentler on your skin, right?
Right.
Because those harsh cleansers, they can strip away your skin's natural oils, which can actually trigger your skin to produce even more oil to compensate.
Oh, wow.
So it's like a vicious cycle.
Oh, it backfires.
It does. It really does, yeah.
Wow.
But oil cleansing can really help to maintain your skin's natural moisture barrier,
Okay.
which is so essential for healthy, balanced skin.
This is already blowing my mind because I've heard of it. But I've always been hesitant to try it because it just seemed so counterintuitive.
I totally get it.
You know,
Yeah.
like, put more oil on my face. Like, what?
Right, but for many people, it can be a game changer. It really can.
Okay.
It's all about finding the right oil for your skin type.
Speaking of finding the right product,
Yes.
let's move on to another really popular remedy, clay masks.
Yes.
They're, like, everywhere these
Girls
days.
are.
But I feel like there's still a lot of, like, mystery surrounding them.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, they've definitely gained a lot of traction.
Totally.
But people don't always understand the science behind why they're so effective.
Exactly. Like, break it down.
Okay.
What's the deal with clay?
Okay, so at a molecular level, clay has a negative charge. And a lot of impurities, like dirt and excess oil, have a positive charge.
Okay.
Then-
Wait, so they're, like, literally attracted to each other?
They are, yeah. It's like a
Wow.
magnet.
That's wild.
Yeah, it draws out those impurities from your pores. But here's where it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
The type of clay that you use can make a big difference.
Okay.
The article mentions bentonite, kaolin, and French green clay, and they all have unique properties.
Interesting. So it's not like a one-size-fits-all situation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, it's not.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Tell me more about the different clays.
Okay, so for example, bentonite clay, it's incredibly absorbent. It's like a sponge for toxins and impurities.
Oh, wow.
Which makes it great for oilier skin types.
Okay.
Kaolin clay, on the other hand,
Yeah.
is much gentler. Okay.
And better suited for sensitive skin.
Got it. So it's worth, like, doing a little research, figuring out, like, which one is best for your skin.
Exactly.
Love that.
Absolutely. And I think this leads us to another really important point that the article highlights, and that is that it's not just about what you put on your skin.
Right.
It's about what you put in your body as well.
Yes. The, like, inside-out approach
Yeah.
to skincare, we hear that all the time.
We do.
But it's so easy to overlook.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we're so focused on like what we're putting on.
Right.
We forget about all the other stuff.
Right. And the article talks about the importance of diet, hydration,
Yeah.
all of the things that contribute to your overall health.
Totally. And I thought they had a really interesting suggestion that I was honestly kind of surprised by.
Okay, what's that?
They suggested adding fruit to your water.
Oh.
Which, okay, we've all done that, like for
Yeah.
flavor, right?
Right. Yeah.
But they were talking about like the benefits,
Okay.
like citrus for vitamin C, berries for antioxidants.
Oh, wow.
It made me realize, like, I'm not doing enough.
Yeah.
You know?
All right.
It's more than just like, oh, a lemon slice. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's
Like a next level thing.
it is. It speaks to that bigger picture of, like, nourishing your skin from within, right?
Yes.
What we consume impacts, our whole system, really, and our skin is a reflection of that.
It's like they say, healthy gut, healthy skin. Okay, so we've got oil cleansing, clay masks, like what we're putting into our bodies. It's already starting to feel like a more holistic approach
Yes.
than just like, slapping on whatever product is trendy or whatever.
Yes. And that's what I really appreciate about this article, is that it's not just like a list of quick fixes.
Right.
It's about like understanding how these different elements work together.
Yes.
And like your skincare routine shouldn't feel like just this random assortment of products. It should be like a cohesive system.
Yes, a system where everything has like its place
Yes.
and its purpose,
Exactly.
So how do we make sure that our routines are like working in that way?
Well, okay, so let's take exfoliation, for example. The article mentioned using, natural scrubs and things like that, which are great for slipping away those dead skin cells.
Right.
But here's where that system thinking comes in.
Okay.
So think about it. If you're exfoliating regularly,
Yeah.
you're already removing a lot of that surface buildup that can clog your pores.
That's true.
So that means you might not need as harsh of a cleanser, even if you are oil cleansing.
Oh, okay.
Right? So
Interesting.
it's about finding that balance, right?
Right, and like understanding how each step kind of like affects the others.
Exactly. And that's where paying attention to, your skin's individual needs really comes in.
Right.
Because what works for one person might not work for another.
So true.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a balancing act in a way.
It is.
But I don't know, it's kind of fun. It's like you're like putting together a puzzle and you're trying to figure out like what pieces fit best for you,
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
Because it's true. And sometimes it takes a little trial and error, too.
Totally. Yeah.
To find the perfect fit.
100%. And speaking of finding the right products,
Yes.
topnaturalhealth.com, they actually have a couple of products that that caught my eye, especially after doing this like deep dive into natural remedies.
Oh, okay, cool.
Have you heard of their Clear Pores line?
I'm all ears. Yeah, what makes them stand out?
Well, they have this facial protection gel and a deep facial wash, and they sound right up our alley.
Okay.
They're formulated with natural ingredients like aloe vera, which we know is super soothing, and citrus oils, which can be really invigorating. It's like they took all the good stuff we talked about and like bottled it up.
That's amazing, especially after, talking about this holistic approach to skincare.
Right.
Like, it's really refreshing to see products that are, like, really aligned with that philosophy.
Totally. And if you want to check them out,
Yeah.
head over to topnaturalhealth.com.
Okay.
You can explore their Clear Pores line, all their other amazing products.
Awesome.
Plus, as a listener of the Deep Dive, you can get a special discount.
Oh, nice.
Just use the code DEEPDIVE at checkout.
I love a good deal,
Who doesn't?
especially on natural skincare.
Right. But
Yes.
I think beyond the products even,
Yeah.
what's really resonated with me today is like this whole idea of skincare as a journey,
Yes.
not like a race to some finish line of like perfect skin.
Exactly. It's more about just understanding, like, your unique skin
Right.
and listening to its needs
Yes.
and finding what truly works for you, which takes time
It does.
and experimentation and a little, self-love along the way.
So well said, honestly.
Thank you.
We've covered so much.
We did.
From oil cleansing to clay masks.
Yes.
That whole thing about, like, what you put in your body.
It's all connected.
It really is.
It really is.
Crazy. But it's so true.
It is.
Like, it all affects how your skin glows or doesn't.
Exactly. And remember, even if you don't have quote-unquote perfect skin, just understanding your body and being able to, like, make those informed choices is, like, incredibly empowering.
Yes. That's the best takeaway. There you go.
That's what I'm leaving with, for sure.
I love that.
Keep learning, keep exploring, and keep that skin journey going, right?
Keep it going.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
From all of us here at Natural Health Talk, thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe and don't forget to visit our sponsor, topnaturalhealth.com, for special promo code pricing on all of the products mentioned in this episode.